welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Lordina. If it's your first time here, please like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. Thank you. Today we are talking about conflict in marriage. Conflict in marriage. Can two work together except they make an appointment and agree? Even if you are married to your twin, you still have misunderstanding, conflict in your marriage. Because we all have different opinions. We all have the way we communicate. You and your husband, you and your wife come from different backgrounds. You were all brought up in different ways. Don't think you are the only one going through that phase in your marriage. Don't think you are the only one arguing with your partner. No. Every marriage goes through that. Every couple have arguments, have conflict. But the end is what is important. Do you always want to win at the end of the conflict? No. There are some conflicts that one will need to accept and just put a stop to it. Most of the times, women will say, my husband is always putting these things, his things here, his dirty clothes here. Why are you doing that? Then we argue about it. You can decide to keep quiet over it and just speak them. You've told him countless times. He keeps doing that. Do you always have to complain? Or you can just pick them up when he does that? Then case closed. There are things that we can easily let go and have peace in our marriage. Sometimes when people have arguments, they insult each other. They say all manner of things to each other. And at the end of the day, when they solve it, you can't take those words back. Wives, we are supposed to bless our husbands with our tongue. We are supposed to pray for them. We are supposed to encourage them. We are supposed to make them trust us. Why then do we use that same tongue to insult them? Why then do we use that same tongue to say evil things to them? The man complains about something and you are so angry. Then you go about telling your friends, my husband is this, my husband is that. Someone is married to a man who always comes home late and expect her to wait, if it is 1 a.m., wait and serve his food before she sleeps. But she's doing it. She's not doing that because she's a fool. She's doing that because she wants to save her marriage. You don't respect your husband and you think it's normal. And because of that, you are having arguments. You are always having issues. If you can change from it, change. And let peace reign in your home. You are always drunk from work. Your wife needs to pick you up, bath you, do everything for you. And that is the problem. That is making you have issues in your marriage. You can put a stop to that. I'm the head of the home, so you don't need to correct me. I'm always right. I know what is good. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. No. You can sometimes put that aside and accept your mistake so that peace can reign in your home. Instead of us always exchanging words with our partners. Instead of us always arguing, we can pray. There have been a couple of times that I wanted to discuss something with my husband and he was against it. So I decided not to talk about it. I took it to God in prayers. I prayed about it for some time. And just one day, he brought that issue up and we dealt with it. If there have been things that you've been talking to your partner, you keep repeating yourself, do this, do that, and he's not doing it, she's not doing it, why don't you pray about it? Why don't you tell God about it? Why don't you go to God about it? You think by nagging or by insulting yourselves it will solve the problem. It will make things worse. Why don't we control our emotions? Why don't we learn not to use abusive words, not to insult our partners? If he's treating you bad, don't do same to him. Treat him the best way you can and pray for him. And one day he will change. We have arguments in our marriages sometimes because of the expectations we have in that marriage. And when that expectations are not met, then we begin to argue. We begin to have issues with our partners. If you always have expectations, it will be cut off. Pray about what you want. Talk to God about it. There are some things our husbands can't do. There are some things our wives can't do. We have to accept them as they are. And because we really want them to change from that particular thing, we end up always arguing, always having misunderstanding. Let's learn to accept ourselves. Whoever your partner is, however she is, however he is, accept him as he is and pray for him. There are some things you can change. There are some things you can't change unless you talk to God about it. And don't always say you are right, you are right, you are right. You need to accept your mistakes sometimes so that peace can reign in your marriage. Let's always pray about everything that we expect our partners to do in the marriage. Let's pray to God about it. Most of the times you talk to your wife, she doesn't agree because of her background. Talk to God about it. Most of the times you talk to your husband, he's against it. Talk to God about it. And he will help you. Let's try our best to solve our issues easily. Let's try to overcome them quickly. Let's not spend days, weeks arguing, still fighting over one thing. Please, talk to God about every problem. Talk to God about every issue. And let's pray for ourselves. Let's pray for our partners. Thank you. I pray this video helps you. See you in the next video.